Watch this if you're planning to apply for scholarships. In this video, I'll be telling you the essential steps that you need to follow to prepare for your scholarship applications. There are different types of scholarships that students in different education levels can apply, like presidential scholarships, the governmental scholarships, external scholarships, and the private scholarships from schools. You will need to take different types of tests depending on the countries where you want to study in. For now, I'll be emphasizing on the English-speaking countries where you necessarily need to learn English for. Also, depending on the degree programs, the scholarships can be for PhD, master degree, undergraduate, postgraduate, and exchange programs. So if you have only completed high school, these are the essential steps that you need to do before applying for it. First off, learn English or attend the English first key classes. If you can afford, it doesn't matter, just do self-study and learn, practice your English to promote it. I will also upload some videos on how to do self-studies and how to practice myself without attending any classes. Second, take English test. There are so many tests that you can take for the proof of your English proficiency level. So it can be IELTS, TOEFL, Duolingo, or PTE, but it also depends on the countries or the type of scholarships that you want to apply for. So I recommend the IELTS and TOEFL to take because the DET and PTE has their conditions. Some universities don't accept DET and some don't accept the PTE, so you better take the IELTS or TOEFL maybe. So the third one, when you're applying for the governmental scholarships or scholarship programs from the US university, you really need to take the SAT test or ACT. So you can take the ACT instead of SAT. Most American universities will require the SAT to get in, and even if they don't require it, it might be needed to apply for more scholarships. But the community colleges from the US don't usually need SAT though. I'll make a video about the conditions that you do or don't need the SAT later on. So just don't forget to follow my page, by the way. If you're planning to apply for the scholarship programs from the Asian countries, like Korean or Japan, you will need to learn their language as well and take their test after that. And the fourth step, do research. So this is a must for everyone who is seeking for the scholarships. There are a ton of pages, channels, and organizations that have been sharing content regarding to the scholarship programs. So you need to stick to them so that you can get every single information about the scholarship programs which you can try out for. But remember, it takes time. Most scholarship preparations takes about 1 year or even more. So, and if you were planning to study in the Asian countries, you would also need to learn their language, so be patient. For me, I had to do research for about 2 years, meanwhile making the preparations. The fifth one, do volunteering jobs. So this is really important. Most of the students think that they don't need to do volunteering if they want to study abroad, so this is wrong. If you are planning to apply for scholarships, especially the governmental scholarships, you will really need, because most of the organizations and the donors, they only want to award the students who can benefit to their own countries or to their environment. So you better have working experiences or volunteering experiences. I recommend to have the leadership skills and volunteering experiences in leader roles. The more experiences you have, the more acceptable you are to them. you better attend the computer courses, especially Microsoft, G Suite, and the internet courses. So you might need to prepare the resume and cover letters and write essays when you're applying for the scholarships. Also, there are so many chances for you to work as a volunteer or staff for the organizations. And it will be a little bit hard if you are not familiar with a computer or don't even have a laptop. So just make sure you have a computer and have some experiences in working with that. The next step. So this is the most important step that everyone needs to do. Collect required documents, including the recommendation letters. So if you have only completed high schools, you might need the high school transcripts. If you already have a degree, you can collect your degree certificates. For the recommendation letters, you can ask your teachers and your head mistress or your employer where you can get the work recommendation letters mostly. So if you have been volunteering or have been working at a place, ask the employer to offer you a recommendation letter for your application. The last one, always keep an eye on visa information and the country situations where you will be studying in. So there are so many agencies and educational consultants that have been sharing and posting contents regarding to the visa information. So this is also important for you to consider while choosing your destination. So now I've talked about the main 7 steps that you need to follow for your scholarship preparations. I think this video may be at least a little bit helpful for those who don't know where to start or what to do for the scholarship preparations. If you want to receive more information about planning to study abroad, please make sure to like and follow my page. Yes, I'll be uploading for more videos to help you out. So if you have any question, please comment down below and I will be replying and answering every single question.